The story of Casey and Melanie Kohutek is one of recovery, perseverance, and love. A story that began at the West Texas Rehabilitation Center and continues today across generations. Casey and Melanie both came to the rehab in their youth, facing life-altering injuries that required intensive therapy.
I was working in the oil field at the oil field supply company. I was delivering pipe down into South Texas, and I had a one-car rollover, and I was in a coma for, I think, 4 days.
I was a freshman in high school when I first had a headache, and that's when they found out that I had an AVM in my brain, and I had to have surgery. And after surgery, I was a freshman in high school, but after surgery, I was a level of 3rd grade, and then so I was having to go to rehab, and my mom researched, and the best in the West Texas was West Texas Rehab.
When I met Melanie the first time, her mom and dad brought her to rehab. She was a teenager who had just had major brain surgery. We started her in OT and speech.
Christina was very encouraging, and the other occupational therapists, they challenged me in good ways, and so that I could be successful in life. I had to learn a lot of calling people on the phone, because that was nerve-wracking, and having to communicate with other people because I kind of didn't know how to communicate very well.
And so we did a lot of real-world tasks with Melanie. I got to be there the day she graduated. That was pretty special, sitting with her family, and all of us were in tears.
For Casey, the challenges were similar. His accident left him with significant cognitive challenges.
The challenges I had I had a lot of short-term memory loss, and I was affected kind of like a stroke victim, I guess you would say. My left side was affected. So short-term memory loss, a lot of stuttering with my speech, which I still have that sometimes now.
Years later, while Melanie was back for a refresher and Casey was actively in therapy, their paths crossed, thanks to their dedicated speech therapist, Christina.
I had all older people, or we had little kids, nobody their age, and so I put them together in a group just to do some structured tasks, practicing introducing ourselves, practicing asking for phone numbers. That wasn't in the plan, but it happened.
And we were set up to talk to each other and kind of communicate and see how it goes. And I was like, wow. So I was nervous. I had to ask. I didn't ask for a phone number the first time, but I had to ask if we could set up another meeting. I finally got the nerve up, and I guess the rest is history.
West Texas Rehab's impact didn't stop with the parents. Their 2 daughters also needed the rehab's expertise.
Our first daughter is Katie, and when she was born, we knew that she had challenges with, which I didn't understand what sensory overload was at the moment, when they were able to help her to deal with her sensories, to deal with the overload of just being in public, I guess.
Callie, what was her therapy for? It was a physical therapy. I can't remember what for.
It was
exactly.
just for the muscles in her legs.
Today, the Kohutek daughters are thriving. They work together in Robert Lee at the Austin Street Coffee House, run by longtime family friend Robin.
I've known this family since Melanie was a small child. Yeah, long time. Katie was hired first, and then when Callie turned 16, she came on board. And so they are now a part of Austin Street Coffee House. And I could not do life without either one of them.
Melanie and Casey have both worked so hard to get to where they're at, and I'm proud of them.
I think because of the West Texas Rehab and their care and love and support, that we weren't afraid to, even though we might have had huge challenges and setbacks in life, we weren't afraid to face them and to persevere through them and to keep going.